Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, yesterday we showed you how to do this testimonial slider. Really easy, nice little feature. Today we've got another fun one for you. If I roll this up, we've got a little button there. Watch what happens when I click on the button. It's going to show a little section underneath. When I click on it again, it's going to make it disappear. As you can see, it's adding it just below the button. Got a little contact form. They can fill it out, send it off if they need to. Click on it again. As you can see, it disappears. And this will work on tablet and mobile just as well if I hit my F12 key. Here we have it on an iPad. Click the button. There it is right there. Click again, it'll disappear. And it's very similar on a phone. There's our button. Click on it. We've got our little contact form. As you can see, it's responsive. Click on it again, it'll disappear. Really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And of course, you can have multiples on one page if you want to, and I'll show you how. And I'll also show you how you can pop it up from an image or an icon really easily. So let's just get rid of this and I'll return it back to how it was. Okay, well, all we're left with it is our little testimonial slider there and a little gallery down below. Let's add a button that we want to make this pop up from. So I'm going to add a new little section, blue button for a section. I'm going to make it a regular section. I'm going to throw a single column in there. And let's add a little button module. Obviously, make your button say what you want it to say. I'll say contact us today. Whatever you want yours to say, obviously. Design-wise, I'm going to pop them in the middle. And let's just make it slightly more interesting. I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to use custom styles for my button. Button text I'll make white. It's going to disappear into the white background there. Let's give it a blue background color. And we'll make it change on hover. And this is common to all Divi modules. If you roll up over the dark writing within a module or a section or a row, you'll see some little icons appear. If there's a little arrow there, you can click on it. It'll give you two tabs. Desktop is when the mouse is not on it. We'll keep it blue. Hover, funnily enough, is when your mouse is on it. And you can have a completely different value there. Let's change it to a green, perhaps. Let's just flip it back to the desktop. Now, you may notice I did not put a link in for this button, and I'm not going to, because we don't need one for what we're doing today. I'm going to save my changes. And let's actually create the section we want to pop up now. Again, I'm going to hit the little blue button to add a new section. I'll make it very simple. Let's add a regular section. I'm going to throw two columns in there. Let's roll down. I'll do the same as I did before. I put an image in the left-hand side. This chap on the telephone. And on the right-hand side, let's just throw in a little contact form. There it is right there. I'm not going to configure the contact form. If you're not sure about that, have a look at our Divi for Beginners playlist. I've got a whole video on configuring contact forms down there. What I will do is, though, I'm going to change our little capture text there to white. It'll disappear into the background because I'm going to give this whole section a dark background so we can see it better when we pop out. To do that, just hit the little pencil associated with it. Take you straight to the edit for that. Capture text. I'm going to make that white. Let's just save that. And I'm going to turn this background to a dark color. Use my little 2424 I use quite often. Great. So we've got a section here that we want to pop up when they click on this button here. Like I say, you can configure the section any way that you want. It doesn't have to be a contact us. To do this, I've written a bit of JavaScript for us. I've got it right here. I'll put this link below the video. I can't put this below the video, unfortunately, because of the pointy tags. But what you're going to need to do is, once you open up this PDF, is copy it from the closing script tag all the way up to the opening script tag. Make sure you get everything there. Control-C to copy. I'm going to go back to my site now. Under my button, I'm going to add a little code module. Little dark button there to add a new module. Roll down a bit. There's a code module. I can put my cursor in there and paste it in there. Control-V to paste. And there it is. And what we've got with this script, I've got a document here that's telling it to get an element by ID. I've given the element that we want to get a CSS ID of sec button. That's my shorthand for section button. So this is what we want to give to our button. Save that. Go back into the button. Click on it. Over to advanced. CSS IDs and classes. Make sure you put it in the ID and not the class. It will not work if you put it in the class. And we'll paste that in there. Fantastic. Now if we look back at our code module, told this button to get element ID. When it clicks on it, it's going to change a CSS class of something that's got an ID of hidden section, or hidsec is my shorthand for that. And that's what we need to give the section that we actually want to pop up. And what it's going to do, if you click on it and it's invisible, it's going to display block. So it's going to display it. If you click on it again, it's going to hide it, display none. Click on it again, it'll bring it back again. That's great. So what we need to do is hide this initially because we don't want to see it initially. So let's make sure we give it that CSS ID of hidset. Control C to copy. We'll save that. Go into our section now. Go over to the advanced CSS IDs and classes. Again, make sure you put it in the CSS ID. Now we've got our CSS ID in here, then we can hide and show it with our button. Initially, we don't want to see this, so we need to hide it. While we're still in the advanced, let's go down to custom CSS, down to module elements there. I'm going to write one little line of CSS code, and it's 2 words. All I'm going to write is display, colon, none. And as you may have noticed, that section has now disappeared because we told it not to display. Now, if we've done this correctly now, it should all work for us. Let's save the changes here. Now, if you're worried about not being able to edit this section once you've hidden it, it's fine. Just expand your little purple button. We can do it in wireframe mode. If we go to the left-hand side, little icon there, wireframe view. This is how we used to edit back in the day. And here's our section with the image and contact form. You can get into it that way if you need to. So let's save this and make sure it's going to work. And we'll exit the Visual Builder. Roll on down, as you can see, or as you can't see, that section is not there. Here's our button. When I click on it, it's going to reveal our little Contact Us section there. When I click on it again, it's going to disappear. And as you saw, it's perfectly responsive, so it'll work on all devices. Now, you can add this quite easily. You can add multiples on a page, and I'll show you quickly how to do that. It's very, very simple. Let's enable the Visual Builder again. And we'll go down. I'm going to go to wireframe mode so I can do this quickly. Here's wireframe mode again. Here's our little button and our code here. Let's change the amount of columns on this row here. I'm going to change it to 2. I'm going to copy the button or duplicate it with the 2 little squares there. Drag one across. We want to give this a slightly different name. Contact Us Today 2 perhaps, so we can tell which is which. I'm going to duplicate the code module. I'm going to drag it across, and it doesn't matter which one you drag across because they're identical. Now what we need to do is go into our code module and make sure that our IDs are unique for each one. So I'm going to call this section button 1 perhaps. And we want to make the section that we're going to pop up have a unique ID too. So I'm going to say hidden section 1 on the end of that one too. We'll save our changes right here. Now, we want to make sure that we go into our second button here and change the ID to what we've just changed it in the code there, section button 1. And it doesn't have to be the same. You can call it anything you want, but it just needs to be unique in the code and also in the module itself. And let's duplicate this section. There it is right there. And we'll go down to this one. Remember, we changed the ID on this section. Over in advanced CSS IDs, I just threw a 1 on the end of my original. That should work now. Let's give this one a slightly different background so that we can tell which is which when they pop up. It's initially the first one had a dark background. Let's give this one perhaps a blue background. Now, Let's save our changes. And we'll exit the visual builder. We've now got two buttons down there. First one, going to pop up this little section with a dark background. Second one is going to pop up the section with a blue background. And you can have them both open or both closed, however you need to. And you click one, it'll close the appropriate one for that one. Click the other one, it'll click this one. Now you can also do this for an icon. You don't have to use a button. You can use an image. You can use a word. You can use anything you want. And I'm sure some of you have figured it out, but for those that haven't, I'll just do that quickly with perhaps an icon. Let's enable the visual builder one more time. Again, I'm going to go to wireframe mode. Just easier to duplicate these hidden sections that way. Here's our two buttons. I'm going to add a new column. Give it 3 columns. Let's just move these two across a moment. I can duplicate them first, I guess. Add our little code here. And the middle one, I'm going to get rid of that button and let's add perhaps an icon. Like I say, you can pop it up from anything you want. So let's get a little icon. Let's perhaps find a mail icon, as this is a pop-up contact. That one will do fine. We'll make sure we pop it into the middle. Great, so let's save that. I'll put it on top. And our code for this one, let's throw a 2 on there instead of a 1. Like I say, you can have as many of these that you want. You don't want to overload your page with JavaScript, so it will slow it down a bit, but you can certainly have multiples on there. So, thing we want to pop up, the icon, section button 2. Control C to copy. We'll go into our icon, advanced CSS IDs and classes. Remember to put it in the ID. And a new section that we want to pop up is going to be called hidden section 2 or hidsec 2. Control C to copy. Let's just add a new section. I'll duplicate this thing one more time. And we'll go in there, give it its new ID over in advanced CSS IDs and classes. That's just a 2 now. And we'll change that background so we can tell it from the others. We'll just make it purple this time perhaps. Okay, let's save that and see what we've got this time. Let's just flip it to desktop, make sure that icon's looking like we want it. That's okay. Let's just change that color to a blue on the icon. Design icon color blue. Now we'll save our draft or publish if you're ready. Exit the visual builder. Roll on down. Now our little envelope here should pop up the purple one. Fantastic. Contact 2 should pop up the blue one, which is above the purple one, which is where we put it. And the original should pop up the dark one. As you can see, we've got all those there. So you can have multiples of these, close them out how you wish. But that's a really nice feature to have on your site. Really easy to do too. Now on the icon, you might want to change it so it's got a cursor, although it's working, because a cursor indicates that something can happen. If you want to do that, let's go into our visual builder. We can roll down to our little icon there. Click on our little icon there. You're going to go over to Advanced, Custom CSS. Going to hit the Module Elements tab once more. In the main element, let's put our cursor in there. And we'll say cursor, colon, pointer, semicolon. We'll save the changes. Save the page changes once more. Let's exit the visual builder. Now when we roll on down to that one and hover over it, it's got the little mouse hand, like our other ones right here. And when we click on it, it pops up the purple section. So there you go, guys. There is how to pop up any section using a simple bit of JavaScript code. Really nice little feature to have on your site. Really easy to do, as you can see. And don't forget, this URL will be down below. It's just going to open up this PDF in the browser there. Just copy and paste, and you should be good to go. Don't forget, if you have any questions about this, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.